Hi everyone, welcome to Angel Radio Tarot. I'm your host, CC. We're going to light a few candles here and get some... Oh, this one's getting way down there. Maybe some of you are having a hard time reaching your goals right now. You're having to dig deep. Remember to like and subscribe. Like and subscribing. Scribing. Who's writing... Someone journaling to manifest something? Boy, I'm really getting just, it's all coming in. Not even getting a chance to get in the door here. Yeah, I'm, clear the air here. That's better. I felt like I was being rushed. Some of you are in a hurry to make this happen. You're anxious to get your answers. You know, this is a great time for me to tell you, hit that like and subscribe button and if we can get up to 50 subscribers, I can go live and I can answer your questions. But in the meantime, if you're the first person to comment on any of my videos or shorts, you'll win a free 15-minute pre-recorded reading. And what I'll do is I record it on YouTube and send you an unlisted link, and then you can share it with anyone you want. This is a big download right here. We're going to hang on to that. What's going on? I'm so glad you're here. This is a general reading. I don't typically read for zodiac specific, but I will get up in your business here. So let's see what's going on. I've got a candle lit for my star seeds, a candle lit for my lovers, and a candle lit for my earth angels. Earth angels, what's going on? Look at what's coming in. That's what's going on. That's what's going on right there. Can you see that, dude? Oh, come on. What are you doing? You just jumping in none of that mattered. None of that mattered. What mattered was the devil was jumping out at us, and we could read this and it would just be as somebody's being petulant, having a tower moment, worrying about their cash. Yeah. What about this? Yep. Okay. Huzzah, there's a valiant message coming to you. King of Pentacles, all this is pretty generic. All of this is just generic human interaction. This is not. This is being pulled right into this right here. I can feel my hands being pulled down, like someone has just got me by the wrists and pulling my hands down. Like my wrists are on bungees right now. And it's the Two of Cups, which is perfect agape, parochial, non-romantic love. And the world right here, and she's just look at her face. She's just delighted and in a state of bliss and grace, but there's something interrupting this piece. This is giving yin and yang. Oh, I don't even want to touch it. Remember, that's that tower moment was here. We need to back up a little bit. Why would he want me to just not read all that? He put a stop to it. It was the last card flipped. Look at that. Last card flipped. Oh, what's underneath? The Wheel of Fortune. 444 on my clock. The Wheel of full fortune. Somebody stuttered. Look at that. He said, "What's the wheel of fortune?" Scared the shit out of him is what happened. We're going to read this. We're going to read this. How easy it... That's our strength right there. Go right back to the root of it. We're going to keep him right here so we remember that he is trying to... I'm really surprised that the freaking moon is there. The star is not out here. Because does not want us to know that he is here. He is so stressed out right now. Look at him. He's in a panic. His eyes are bulging. But instead of it being intimidating, he's holding his breath. What is going on? He keeps wanting me to put it aside. We've got to keep him right up here, right up front and center, I think. It's the only way we're not going to... 555 right there. So you'll have to go see a numerologist about how that hits on the numbers for you. God, it's doing it again. 611 on the clock. Was you 7 sevens? I need to talk to Linda Likes Tarot. She's a numerologist. She would know. Let's see. And I don't collaborate with her. I'm just a huge fan. Oh, he's trying to get me to move him out. Let's just take the card down. He's distracting me from reading this. So what we know is right off the bat, okay, so here's, this guy is having a petulant frenzy. Shit's just not good enough. And there's a fucking tower moment in the middle of this guy that is trying to, like, prep his harvest. He's been working at this. So these are polar opposites. Is somebody going to have an ego death here? This smells like an ego death. This doesn't feel like obstruction. This feels like somebody is going to have to go hungry to realize the value of $1. Oh, my nose. Confirmation. Oh. 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 All right, devil. So, we got the world is the world is right here on top. Just the top, front and center. The devil is right up underneath it, driving something that is worth his full attention in bringing down the world. This is how he's going to do it. Interfering with agape love. Interfering with the wheels of fortune. You're going to watch for jinn activity. Watch for gremlins. Watch for you. Some of you are being advised. My earth angels, you are being advised for heavy chaos energy right now. Oh, today is the eve of Hallows Eve. We're ramping right up there, and the messages are coming right into our earth signs, earth angels. Who's our earth signs? We'll see that here. I feel like I'm about to be schooled so that I can start speaking. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So the Virgo energy, how is that? Capricorn, there's some bitterness. Taurus, there's some Machiavellian shit in there. God, all three of them make the trifecta for narcissism. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Learning feels like stupid. Oh my God. Now I'm like shit from childhood is making sense for me right now. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay. Well, I know how to handle those people now. Fuck me. Okay, so are we making a transition here from innocence and petulance into mature. This is not sowing wild oats, but sowing independent oats. Sowing independent oats. There's a pride in a harvest here. He's watching them grow. He's petting them with his gaze. I'm going to read it. This is the energy. We're going to leave it there. So all of this, the devil is trying to create this sort of, I'm getting a lot of biblical references lately. And what's the one with the guy got thrown down the well by his older brothers and he got the robe of many colors? Was that David? I get them all wrong. It was the Coat of Many Colors song. Who covered that? Was that a Dolly Parton song? Okay, so I'm going to put this tower moment at the top because this tower moment, it's like the battle of good and evil happening right here. Wow. Wow. And the way all of this is lining up on the table here is just beautiful. This is big. This is giving big purge energy for Halloween. Which is, in some parts of the world, I don't know if it's already there yet. Of course, come on, go. Tapping into the electronic oracle. It says it's Halloween in Asia, but Halloween Asia date, no, it just says that they have the same Halloween date as the rest of the world. No, I can't look it up right now. I'm curious right now though if we have bridged into October 31st across the date line. So we're coming right in from this big download. Here's this big download. We got just all of those cards that spilled out are right here. Okay? So we're going to read these out. And I'm finding a strong urge to place these in their proper place with these elements of this battle. And I really wish I could show this to you. I hope that you can see all this. So, temperance is coming in right here. And what this is the devil's temperance. This is the big battle. This is like Armageddon level battle. There is a big embattlement for this holiday tomorrow. For this holiday for October 31st. That's when battle commences, is at midnight on the 30th. And all the whole day of the 31st into... It doesn't stop at midnight on the 31st. There's a bridge there because things don't happen. Like when we go through a transition for solstice or equinox, we don't just, okay, it's on the 21st. No, we're in a place in orbit around the sun, passing so slowly, but we turn in our orbit 3 times before we pass through that zone. Radian? That little slice of pie coming off the sun that says this is the window for solstice. And as we're passing through, it takes us 3 days to get all the way through it. The same thing with this veil. It's kicking off right now, or has already kicked off a few hours before the 31st. It'll be entrenched in at its depth at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 31st. But the energy will ramp all the way until that part and then just be like all the way full throttle by that time. And by 2 o'clock tomorrow, it'll be full throttle. We'll be at 100%. And it'll stay that way through about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's when the last big push, the superjet, that's when they hit the nitro. And that'll blow the motor. So between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m., on the 1st of November are the most dangerous, the most powerful, the most accessible for the worst of the spirits to come through for the jinn. That's when they send the full army through. That's when the portal is open the widest and they push as much as they can through for the year at that point before the portal closes. You're being advised to salt your windows and any entryways. All right, so temperance. Yeah, it's not a time for overkill. We did that a week and a half by. You should have had your big barriers, your big spiritual house armor, your house spiritually wrapped. Your estate, your property, your dogs, whatever big shifts you were going to do, like you were prepping for a hurricane coming through, that's what you're doing. It's too late to go and buy 4x8s for the window. It's too late. You don't want to be out there, and you don't want to be pulling down a bunch of spiritual power to put a bunch of shit in place at the last second, because that makes you shine. When you're manifesting, when you're making, and especially if you're going to be making tools that are going to be spiritually guarding your house, you need to be able to do them quietly and in a very quiet mode, like you're tricking the dogs that you're not actually about to leave. You're going to put your keys in your pocket very quietly, walk around the house some more, do a little bit of distraction, come back to it. You can't draw that kind of attention. And if you're going to manifest at this late and while we are in active veil drop, where we are in that space where the veil is so thin that there's like an ozone hole that is spreading open until that time frame I referenced, you are going to be blazing like a fucking beacon. It'll be like you set off a freaking a boat flare. You're gonna have this kaiju level Q beam going straight up to the sky, like you got some kind of an arena show going on. You don't want that shit. You're gonna be like a Q beam in a moth storm. And yeah, you're not gonna you are not going to be the dude that's standing on the roof of the El Camino when you're surrounded by zombies. You're going to be out there in the zombie crowd, 6 people deep. Shit! Oh, this is so heavy coming right in. I did not even call down the power of the angels today. We are going incognito for this broadcast, and we are going full power with the flow. And that's so we don't draw any attention. We are not interesting to anyone because we look like everything else. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. So you can still salt your windows and salt your doors, but don't get real uptight about it. Don't put a bunch of energy behind it. You can focus calmly on what you're doing, but it should take no more mental and spiritual and emotional core chakra flow energy or focus than doing the fucking dishes. But get it in place. Just slip it in. Slip it in. Last minute. Page of Swords. Authority overseeing Secret Service, vigilance, spying, examination, and the qualities thereto belonging. So there is no, you're not going to be able to hide your house spiritually any more than it is right now, but you can still lock the door. You can't go out and build a brick wall around it, but you can still quietly walk up to the front door and on the inside of it reach quietly for the doorknob and just turn that lock. Whew. And nobody noticed. They might have heard it click, but it's too late. Now they know the door's locked. But do it. Do it. Lock your doors. Lock your spiritual doors. Don't try to cut any cords. Don't do any manifesting. Don't do any intentional whip up manifesting. Unless you are a practitioner and you know how to seal your shit up. Yeah. Judgment and the hangman right here together. There's not going to be any forgiveness for it. This is giving Passover energy. This is giving Passover energy. We're coming into that realm of holidays that doesn't end until we get well up past Mardi Gras. Knight of Pentacles. It's pretty cut and dry is what it's telling me. There's no wiggle room. We're coming into the spiritual new year. A Knight of Pentacles. Inertia, no, that's the other one. Utility, serviceableness, interest, responsibility, rectitude, all on the normal and external plane. So this is giving self-discipline. You know, he's riding the horse. He's carrying a very important package. He's an envoy for royalty. He's not a page. He's an envoy. And he's bringing something that's so important that he dare not even observe it. It's sealed. Matter of fact, King don't even have to seal it. He puts it in this person's hands because it won't ever leave this person's hands until it gets to the proper place. He is the seal on that package. So there's some energy here for you of seals in place, but they're only so good as the person you trust it with. That's the seal. Maybe you've got time to put some verbal seals on your spiritual house. This is a completely reasonable time for anyone to be praying. I think that would not set off any unusual alarm bells. But you want to avoid, you're being advised to, unless you're a practitioner and you are schooled in sealing your stuff up from blowback, not a good time to be experimenting. Not a good time to be experimenting. I think particularly the point is that any other year, it would be fortuitous. It would be educational, edifying. It would increase your skills. It would be an opportunity and a good season and a very specific day for you to initiate the toppest level tier of what you have been practicing up to that point. Being able to initiate it on the day of. For me personally, the whole year is about practice, and the actual execution is on this day's window of the veil being thin or non-existent. You practice in combat conditions. That's how I approach it all year. It's all very much engaged. It's just a little bit different of a depth and a reach and the station just comes in crystal clear, as opposed to having to look for it. The Knight of Swords. Skill, bravery, capacity, defense, address, enmity, wrath, war, destruction, opposition, resistance, and ruin. There's therefore a sense in which the card signifies death, but it carries this meaning only in proximity to the other cards if there's fatality. But this is giving intense discipline. Intense discipline. Some of you are familiar with the term of being a Christian soldier. That militarization of your spiritual practice, that level of dedication and self-discipline in your approach to, manifesting through prayer, manifesting through meditation, manifesting in stillness. That's, again, it's training in combat conditions with this intense self-discipline. It takes the goal out, the goal rendering, trying to meet a goal, a feeling that you are a fail until you have achieved the goal. And then once you achieve the goal, what next? It's about when you are training in combat conditions, you are engaged in the goal already. And that residing in that level of readiness becomes your lifestyle. So you don't have to talk about a goal. You're already there. It's just now you are with pleasant anticipation, awaiting the opportunity to execute it for reals. And that's where we are today. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. With such a noble mood here. You're in a mastery. This is a year for the mastery. When we go rest, refine, growth, mastery, ease, and we are using this as a cycle of elevating ourselves out of, say, Dante's hell of whatever specific strife we're struggling with. Keep approaching life or keep approaching a specific task with that cycle. Well, at some point, you master it. You master it. It becomes a non-issue. It dissolves into your experience. And that's why this year's season is such a big deal. There are so many of you that are executing. Interesting. I'm getting information here. I'm sharing. I'm getting direct message. For many of you, this is the year of execution. This is when your skills will come to bear. And you will be called to confirmation. You will be called to, easy now. I won't be used as a conduit in any kind of troublemaking. For many of you, this, and for a large percentage of you, and you don't know each other. You may know of each other, but there's a huge wave. This massive wave. I'm getting that scene in The Last Unicorn when he crashes on the waves coming back into shore, and they show the foam is actually all the unicorns of all the history that's ever been pushed out into this ocean where the bad guy's holding them all. But there's that scene where they, spoiler alert, that they break the spell and they come crashing out of the water entirely and out onto the sand and transmuted. Why am I saying that? That's what this message was. There's such a huge percentage of the population that is being activated. spiritually activated. And you guys have all been detached up to now. And you all have each been working your private spiritual growth. And you're about to come into commune with them. Incorporeal. Like incorporeal, not non-corporeal. You're about to start making face-to-face contact with people that you share skill with. Some of these people you do already know. There's going to be a phase of surprise about finding out that you can now know someone that you knew before, but you can know them in this way. You did not, someone very specifically, one of you very specifically, one of you or a handful of you, a much smaller percentage here, will find that you are already like knee deep in a community. You're going to look up and realize that all of you that were in the immediate vicinity found yourselves having come here to this place each independently on your own kind of device of your own deduction, of your own life meandering, and brought you to this place. But you're going to look up and realize there's like 1,500 of you that are all sitting in that room that are all there for the same reason. Don't panic. You'll be safe there. These are other yous. Ooh. One of you is about to meet your other timeline selves. We've been getting a lot of time travel traffic on the message, on the frequency. There's going to be a massive paradox shift here. And everyone here is being activated because there's a type of correction bureau. And call it spiritual correction bureau. There are, the spiritual entities that have a lot more awareness about what's going on than you or I are seeing a massive derailment happen because somebody got out of the freaking time loop. Somebody got off of the thread and managed to do this. And not with a machine, but with meditation. But their manifesting skills were off the fucking charts. But nobody was tracking this person. And they did fold shit up. And there's going to be a massive correction happen. A big one. It's a paradox moment. For some of you, when you sleep, while you're dreaming, and you have very active dreaming life, you go through a phenomenon of opening your eyes in your dream to see better. But what you're doing is physically opening your eyes, like sleepwalking motor skills. And so this particular action of trying to open your eyes to see better in the darkness of your dream just makes it darker because you're pulling yourself out of the dream and waking up. You are opening your physical eye and it's waking you up. It's like sleepwalking. But instead of sleepwalking, you sleep opened your eyeballs. Now close your eyes and attempt to look up. And what you see is blackness. And you feel the pull in your eyeballs. It's almost impossible to look up with your eyes closed. Some of you are being told to relate this to the experience of a gravity well. If you were standing on a black hole, your feet would be pulled full. Your feet would be pulled down first while your head was still attached up here, and you would be basically dismembered. It's kind of gross. But your feet would be pulled down so heavy that the rest of your body up here wouldn't be able to hold it. There are some of you that's going to have to be awake during this paradox fix. I'm getting references back to Larry Niven's Ring World. Some of you are going to have to be outside monitoring while this thing happens. You're going to have to be awake when it happens. And you're going to need to be aware. It's going to feel like you are dreaming. A message just blipped out. Okay, so some of you need to be aware that there's going to be a heavy dreaming period, and it's going to be lucid dreaming. So if it's lucid dreaming, you can go to bed at night and you can tell yourself right before you go to sleep that, okay, I'm ready to lucid dream now. And then go into your dream state whenever it naturally happens. But I don't think you'll be as torn up or as lost or disoriented. And there's just a lot of be aware of your dream state and to not panic. Maybe some of you are going to feel like you are having more nightmares than usual. You're being advised to avoid recreationals that you not normally handle, or being advised against overindulging to compensate for this during the next 48 hours. There's a need for you to be relatively aware of your emotional state, particularly if you're an empath. And then to not overcompensate for your emotional discomfort over the next 48 hours. Avoid acting out, avoid compulsive behavior, steady down into household chores that will allow you to casually go about and set some of these boundary alarms. Okay. So what we're doing is we're not going to let this devil interfere and create a tower moment for us. We're being pushed into this. Well, I talk a lot about sneaky, cheaty people don't tell you what they're doing. And they don't tell other people around you what they're doing. It's a game for them. And if they can trick you into doing so, they'll triangulate you with people. They work other people triangulating them using you the same way. And you don't know that. You just know how they talk about the people that you mutually know. You're being asked to reconsider from someone that does this how much you actually know about the various people that you mutually know, and how much of that opinion was developed by strictly the input. And I think you'll find that there's going to be a couple of people that you don't know anything about that didn't come from this person. You're being asked to reevaluate those folks with fresh eyes. When you do this, your friend will reveal him or herself like a felony flip, losing a grip on something, like a narcissist that just flinched. Okay, 7 of Swords. Seven of Swords. Sorry we got derailed there, but I take these messages as they come in, and they're for someone. They're for someone that's out in there. For the shout out for the shorties in the back. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Design, attempt, wish, hope, confidence. Also some quarreling. It feels secondary. A plan that may fail, but it's not anything more than an annoyance. The design is uncertain, and it's important because we don't know why it's. The design is it's uncertain why are we even talking about this is what it's giving. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. This feels like he's starting to flail. He's starting to just kind of throw random shit in. Like, we're catching on. We're seeing the pattern. We're reading it. We're literally reading it while he's watching us read it, and he's back there reacting, except for he can't throw his own card. All I can do is pick it up and recognize that that's coming from him. Him? Her? This feels like male energy. Yeah, it's just a pest, an annoyance. I'm going to put it right up underneath the devil so he knows that he can't. Oh, and he's going to keep doing this too. He's kind of like hit us from this side and hit us from this side and come over and hit us from this side. Just to see where we're not looking, or maybe we're fronting, or maybe, a person that was approaching this without 4141, a person that was approaching this without confidence would be strong in one area but flinch in another, or any other. Like, you've only got 3% covered, but you hit them anywhere else and they'll just topple. No, that's not what's going on here, honey pie. I don't think so. Page of Wands, inverted. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's grow the channel up. Get this out to more people. This is about anecdotes, announcements, and evil news. I don't know why I said that like that. I think it's trying to scare us. Also, indecision and instability, which accompanies it. It's all bullshit. It's bluster. It's bluster. It's not even that you're protected. It's just that this tower moment is a farce. That's just... Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. If that's all it's got, that's what it's given. If this is all you've got, please. So, roguery, deception, voided project, and bad faith. And I always read voided project as like projection, not project, but project, like astral projection. And if this is a voided projection, it got kicked back. It got sent back to sender. Return to sender. So... yeah, this has been just like yet another attempt for a power grab at all that is good in life. The Wheel of Fortune and the world and pure unromantic love, brotherly love. Philadelphia, what's going on in Philly as I'm grabbing the Tower card to reshuffle? What's going on in Philly that's coming up? Is there still Sesame Street over in Philly? Somebody tell me. Anybody live in Philly? Why am I calling out to Philly? I used to have some people there. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Shout out to Philadelphia inner city school science teachers. Yep. And Barry Manilow fans. Interesting. Whoever's in Philly might recognize me with long curly red hair. introduced to the nightclub from the DJ booth as the visiting correspondent for ESPN. All right, let's do this again. What do we got going on? Right out the gate. 9 of Cups inverted. I'm going to just hit it right here. Nine of Cups. Truth, loyalty, liberty, but the readings vary and include mistakes and imperfections. So, friends, there's a friend close by that is losing voice. Truth, loyalty, and liberty. That's Philadelphia, man. But the readings vary and includes mistakes. Yeah, okay, fine. At first I thought it was friends. But no, that sounds like Philly. What's going on in Philly right now? I haven't looked at the news. There's hijinks. There's our pestery lady. There's some conflict. There's somebody that's behaving with subterfuge. Come on. Yeah, there's a tower moment happening in Philadelphia right now. I'm going to have to go hit the news. I'm going to post this and go look on what's going on in Philly. Yeah, come on, give me something else here, Spirit. Besides heartburn. Come on now. King of Pentacles, self-discipline. Mounds of self-discipline. It is the heart of America. Oh, that's one of the many. Philadelphia, it's hard to get more American than Philadelphia. I heard you, Boston. Come on now. Come on, cards. What do we got going on? Being stubborn. My hands are getting tired. Why are my hands tired? They don't ever get tired. All right, I'll do it this way for you then. What do we know? The Lover's inverted. Well, this is brotherly love. We'll read this out here. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, the Fool, the Knight of Swords, and then the Knight of Cups. Knights all around, big messengers, envoys, royal messages with big power. But what I'm looking at behind it is this hijinks of the Queen of Swords, and then the Lovers, and then the Tower moment. So 8 of Pentacles. Come on, Philly. Mark Wahlberg. 8 of Pentacles. Inversed, voided ambition, vanity, cupidity, exaction, usury. It's the possession of a skill in the sense of the ingenious mind turning to cunning and intrigue. So this Queen of Swords has that energy. She usually holds some kind of office that's kind of important or has some authority, but she does some sneaky cheaty shit on the DL. So 3 of Swords. She got somebody else to do this? Well, of course, yeah. They always have help. And she's got somebody in compromise. That's how they get help. So mental alienation, error, loss, distraction, disorder, confusion. Does she have something over on you? Some of you might feel like you're being cornered. We were talking about being cornered. Some of you are feeling cornered by an authority figure out in Philly. I'm talking to my Philly crew. What's up? Oh, give it up for Philadelphia. see. The Fool is upside down. But the Knight of Swords, let's get on that. And, oh, I had the Three of Swords right here. That was the somebody's making you feel bad about yourself. This broad is making you feel bad about yourself. Knight of Swords. Knight. Thank you. Now it's an upright. Skill, bravery, capacity, defense, address, enmity, wrath, war, destruction. It's opposition. It is absolutely standing up and holding the line. It is giving, hold your ground. And the Knight of Cups. Philadelphia knows how to hold their fucking ground, I'll tell you that. From the way back. Arrival, approach, sometimes that of a messenger, advances, propositions, demeanor, invitation, and incitement. I am definitely checking the news. There is a feel of brotherly love that is sweeping the nation. I'll just say it. And yeah, it goes back to founding fathers stuff. As discouraged as everybody gets, we are seeing an enormous amount of appropriately placed and well thought out, endearing, impassioned patriotism. Good and bad, but the good stuff is all for the right reasons. All for the right reasons. Our founding fathers would be proud. Come on, Spirit, what you got? What you got? Even the misplaced stuff is like, they maybe they don't. I hear people all the time from both sides of the aisle talking about, you know, it doesn't matter what side. Everybody says the same thing about the other side. They don't know what they're talking about. They're brainwashed. Yeah. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Somebody's got everything they want and need, but there's something missing. There's something missing. And in this tone of brotherly love, in this tone of division, what is missing from division is unity. What happens when a planet... Oh, here we go. When a planet at war finally has an enemy bigger than a planet, they have a unified... They unify against one aggressor. There is heavy legal issues with some physical push and pull, literal push and pull. Physical carousing that turns into legal embroilment. Queen of Wands is going to sit right underneath the Two of Wands here. And she's sitting upright and proud. Between alternative readings, there's no marriage possible, but there is riches and fortune and magnificence. On one hand, physical suffering, disease, chagrin, sadness, mortification. So, oh, that's the Two of Wands up above. Okay, so what about the Queen of Wands? So our Two of Wands is looking out at what it can't have. It's used up all of everything it's got to get what it has, and it's still not satisfied. For the Queen of Wands, she's a dark country woman, friendly, chaste, loving, honorable. We're talking about her beside a man. She speaks highly of him. Also love. of money or certain success in business. She thinks he's doing just fine, but all he can see is calamity. Oh, look what here. There's justice. So he's carrying a legal issue she doesn't know about. I tell you, people, you gotta be careful who you trust. You gotta be careful who you put your trust into. Who you tie your wagon to. Yeah. Come on, Spirit. What do you got for us? What do we got? Who is hiding there? Do we have... There's the Hangman suspended. So there's a new beginning. What kind of... I gotta ask the right question here. I'm getting just blocked. Like he... Oh, he's blocking her, of course. I'm getting her energy. She can see he's got his back turned and is not talking to her. Okay? That's how it's on the table here. And what surrounds him is this turmoil, right? All of this legal issues, all of this crying and laid out. And she is over here just fucking hamstrung. He won't tell her what's going on. Are you this energy? Who is this? Why does she... Let's get into her. I don't care about him. He sounds like an asshole. He sounds like he's got a double life or a triple life. Another life. Too much strife. Come on, Spirit. What about this lady? Who is this lady? Narrow this down for us. Who is in our starseed that's got somebody? Oh, no. Get off my vibe. Nope. I rebuke. Nope. This isn't about any of you. This is some bullshit energy. We're going to get a lot of this negativity interjection over the next 48 hours. And the closer they get to not being able to pull it off, the more some of you are going to feel negative, unwanted thought narratives. Self-esteem issues, guilt over past things that you've put to bed already. Things that you know better, you're going to be doubling back on and questioning whether or not you handled that right. Or if there was, this later stage in life, you would have done it the same. No. You know better. That's completely irrational thinking. You can't go back and redo those things. And if you're thinking that far back, we're talking 30 years. There's no undoing. Did you go back and make recompense if you missed a spot? But don't do any of that action right now until you're being advised not to take any massive social shifts until like the 7th of November. Don't make any massive changes. Anything that you start up, any new projects, any new relationships just fresh out of the blue, don't take that next step until after the 7th. Anybody that you meet or if someone comes to you with a proposal with something, there is nothing in this world that is so fucking anxious that happens to come into your world. Confirmation. They can't wait a week. What are you doing? Even if you're going to have surgery, they'll make you wait a week. Yeah. And that's no joke. You go into ER on a Saturday, they'll tell you, well, we could do surgery now, or we could just hold you off and get a hold of the surgeon and get you an outpatient, blah, blah, blah. That way you're not having to do this right now, right this second. We can make you comfortable, get you set up. Go home, sleep in your own bed. Take care of your animals. Take care of your house. Call your boss. Tell them you're not going to come to work on Thursday. But then, you know, it's like you got to wait 3 days for insurance to get back to you. Well, that's Tuesday. And so what if they get you an appointment? That's an intake appointment. You got to meet the guy and go fill out paperwork so they can tell you what to do on the day before your surgery. So shit, man, they're not going to put you on the calendar at least until next Tuesday. Takes a fucking week and a half. Don't complicate my line with stupid questions about emergencies. Use your common sense. That's right. Again, that short-sighted negativity. Well, you better tell them that they got to do this and that people got a damn head in their head. Or damn brains in their head. I don't, apparently. Use your common sense and your own discernment, please. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I don't even play one on TV. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. And no, I've never played one on TV. Hey, Mama. All right. I'm getting just blank random messages now. Just going to see. Okay. 7 of Cups inverted. What's this packet here? Oh, there's a Queen of Wands and our Tower Moment's back, but it's powered down. Powered down. I got the Tower card. Our meddler is still there, but it's being blocked and contained by the Hierophant. And the King of Pentacles is there, but he's there because he is standing yet another layer deep to protect the High Priestess. So you are so guarded right now, like so protected from any. You're like 7 cards away. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards away from the Tower Moment. And everything in between you and the Tower Moment has been identified as weakness on their other part, has absolutely, there's no traction in this. And not only that, but you have got the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. So you have got spirit and material wealth behind you, in front of you, guarding you. And just on the side note, you've already got a 7 of Cups in your pocket. There's no problem here for you. You are so guarded. So maybe this speaks back to our bigger battle there of good and evil. That's the result, is golden paved streets and jewels in your hands and gold on your feet. Let's get a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more here, Spirit. What do you have for us? We're going to see anything. I'm going to use my little shiny sparkle ball. I'm going to stare into it for a minute and see if I can't find something in there that will speak to us. We can ask some question from there. All right. I'm welcoming any spirit who can contact me through the refraction and the sparkle and the light. It's easy for a spirit to travel in on a light beam. It's just on the other side of material. It's just on the other side of corporeal. All right, getting into, here we go, dropping in here. Here we go. There's a frame, a window, a wood frame window. There's a child looking through a wood frame window. It's a toddler. Walking up to, no, it's a low window. It's just a sliding glass window. Sliding glass door. It would have to be. No, this child's sitting on a piece of furniture, standing on the back of a couch, looking over the back of the couch out of a window. He's got a passy. He's got a lollipop. He's got something in his mouth. He's eating dinner. Is that a fork? Someone take that fork away from that child. It's going to bouncing around on the couch before he plops down on his butt. In somebody's, I am looking through or at somebody's mother-in-law, a Latina. She's a little bit round, in her 60s, 50s. Full face, old school. I started to say she's like old school religious, but I mean, that's doesn't really narrow anything down. I don't, guys have a nice house. A nice, like, it's a nice house. It's a newish house. I don't know, like 10, 15 years old. The interior looks new. Maybe it's a recent remodel. Your family remodeled the place. Did a really nice job. Clean lines, clean ceilings, nice walls. Just like everything looks fresh. White walls, bright white walls. Recessed lights. Not very high tech, but like sliding light switches everywhere. Abuela really likes how upscale it looks. Like a hotel, she says. Who is that? Who is that? Ooh. I see you looking. I see your face. Don't hide your... Oh, she's beautiful. Blonde hair. Latina. 30. She likes to be baby cute, though. Like, I'm looking at her avatar. I see you smiling. Big eyes. Big anime eyes. Shh. She says... She has her hand over like this. Shh. Shh. We're just gonna peekies out. Shh. Great big eyelashes. Where'd you go, Sisa? Sisa? The name Sisa is significant. Sisa. 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 Oh, she's got really smooth skin, like really smooth cocoa butter kind of skin. Like, it's given Rihanna. Blonde locks, J-Lo hair on... It's not J-Lo. J-Lo's face isn't strong enough. Her jaw isn't strong enough. J-Lo looks petite in the face. This is given Rihanna, but with J-Lo hair. What about her? She's sassy. She's sneaky. She likes a nightclub. She likes... I'm getting salsa. I'm getting the lights. I'm looking up at the ceiling in a salsa nightclub. And the lights. The lights are amazing. Like running lights, sort of, but on the ceiling. Did somebody use automotive running lights? That would be cool. Yeah, using runner lights, but on the ceiling. That's fucking ratchet. There, and then they used headlights for the stage. Big old chromy Chrysler double knobs. Like you know, the where the tail lights used to come up into a big kind of point for the fin and then come back down, and you had one light here and then one light here and then maybe a little light up in the top, a tiny little eye. There's two of those up on the stage. It's a small place. This is a restaurant. It's almost like a family run cantina with a lowrider theme inside. And it's almost like a Latina Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups. I don't know why I said that. I do know why. That's how somebody you know describes this place. But it's a local. They got the best flan. Oh, I'm hungry now. Damn. Like some nightclubs in a downtown place will hand out cookies at midnight. This place, they're fucking flat. I know it's a dance club, but they serve flan at like freaking midnight. You know, they've always got it. And that's just kind of, that's the thing. Everybody dives into the flan at midnight. All right, one more time around the top. Get anything, a lot of neon. Abstract neon is what it's giving. There's some crazy neon on the ceiling. Great big streaks of, what is that? Getting like parentheses. And someone was trying to make a sexy part emoji. Like a lady bits emoji out of neon. Yeah, cute. Well, that's real cute. Oh, and there's some cheesy theme, like they've got one of the brown eye in the bathroom in the men's room. Okay. So, oh, I think that's it. What do we have anything else? You know, if anybody wants to get into scrying for lost things, I keep maps for you know, the United States and parts of the United States to get close in, so we can do some scrying if you are missing something. No criminal investigations, just like I lost something on vacation going cross country. Where do I even start? And maybe your auntie lives in one of those stops. I won't even know that, but it'll be, oh shit, it's at Brandon's house or something. Yeah, and if you are the first person to comment, then, you know, comment right away. Just a thanks, hello, and make sure you include a question or a specific topic that you want to ask. But if you're the first one to comment, you'll get a free 15-minute pre-recorded personal read, and it'll be an unlisted YouTube video link that I'll just put right back into your reply box there, so anybody can see the link, but you'll have the link there, and you can send friends to it if you want to. Your question can be for a friend. or for yourself. We're holding the gate open for someone coming in late here. What's going on? I wish I had something else to just do. Someone is dough. I feel like I'm needing dough. Is someone here needing dough? Or I get a professional baker. Your last name's Baker. You bake for a living. You're baked. You're needing. Who's needing something? Is there someone needing something? In any form at all? Right, it's right there on the edge. It's right there on the edge. You're needing. What are you needing? Okay, I'll get back to it. What are we needing here? Need you to tell me something. What do you need me to tell you? Oh, yes. Yes. I remember. We're going to close with our prayer for friends. We are going to close with our prayer for friends. Here we go. Almost there. Where is it? Come on. Here we go. All right. Some of you are behind enemy lines. Some of you are being held against your will. You're in captivity. You are being held hostage. You are being incarcerated illegally. Or you're just being held against your will with some sorry sack of shit son of a bitch. I want you to know that we see you. We are here with you. We await your return. We pray for your freedom. We work every day to free you. We see you and you are not forgotten. Keep working your way to free yourself. We are working our way to you. Keep fighting as long as you can. We are coming for you. And if you are lost in your way somewhere, you know you have heard us pray for others like this every day. And today we pray for you. Come home. And if you feel pressured by benediction to return to your loving power, allow me to encourage you. Don't let evil blacken your heart with frustration. Don't let wickedness turn your loving spark into ashes on your tongue with rage burning there in your belly. Sit with it and feel your shame to know and discover why you are unable to free yourself, why you are unable to get what you need. And then forgive yourself for hurting in frustration, for hurting in rage and anger. For the body hurts when we do these things. It raises blood pressure. It induces all kinds of horrible chemicals in our brains and just makes us feel even worse. It tears the lining of our stomach up, and it just deters us with pain and anguish physically to turn us away from rage, to turn us toward our quiet sitting with ourselves, and to find the cause of your suffering and work toward its cessation. I'm CC Hayes. Thank you for coming to Angel Radio Tarot. We'll see you soon.